Hello everybody, my name is Tito, and welcome back to Tito Plays XCom 2 for the Chosen. Now, we left off our last episode, getting ready to go out on a supply raid in Eastern Africa. Got chemical leak there. Let's go ahead and get geared up and get on out there.
East Africa.
Clear out our troops and decide who we want going with us. It's a moderate difficulty mission. This could be the most difficult mission we face so far based just on what it's stating. Now, who is available and ready to go? Well, we got Colonel Sanders. Now, he does have the ability, well, not the ability, but he has he's got a mental issue going on. He's a little antsy. He has a chance to panic when he goes a full turn without moving. Got to make sure we keep that in mind when we bring him along. Robert is inexperienced in urban areas, and he has -2 to mobility while in them. Now, this is a train yard. I do not believe this is going to count as an urban area, so I can bring him if required. Although we have a perfectly capable specialist in NorthernLion we could bring instead. Let's bring NL. Want to bring at least one more troop who is ready to go, who's a decent rank. So let's go ahead and bring Partlow for that additional firepower with the Grenadier. And then let's bring a couple of rookies. You always got to be working on getting these rookies up to snuff. We will bring myself, and who can I pair off with? Now, I'm pretty good friends with Macho Man already, so that would be a nice little pairing there. Although with NorthernLion as well. Let's see if we can get a bond going between me and NL. And we'll bring a second rookie with us. We will bring Kate. See who Kate wants to be friends with. Kate and Sinvicta are good together. Alright with Outrider. Okay with Colonel Sanders. Well, we're going to bring her. So let's make our utility items and weapons available. Think about if there's anything we want to build. Do still only have those 19 supplies, so we still are real tight on money, unfortunately. Sorry, kids, there is no Christmas this year. We got that flashbang on Partlow. Colonel Sanders, why don't you go ahead and grab that shotgun that I kitted out in the last episode. NL, are you still carrying your assault rifle with a repeater? Yes, you are. I'm just going to be taking the standard loadout, but I also am going to grab the med kit. And then, Kate, you can just go with your standard assault rifle. Alright, let's get going.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Recon indicates an advent train was recently disabled in this area by the Resistance. And so far the aliens haven't managed to move it out of the region. We're heading in to seize any assets and technology we find. Neutralize all hostile contacts and secure the AO. Menace 1-5, coordinates of the advent train are locked in. Move to secure. Eliminate all hostiles.
Alright, looks like we spawned directly inside of some poisonous goo. That's not good. I do believe, though, that we are granted immunity of that on the first turn, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We just want to make sure we don't move into it. I do apologize if you can hear any kind of a low whirring in the background. I have the dishwasher kind of going at full blast. It is the Christmas season. I am trying to get ready for the holidays. Got a turkey I need to get smoking here as soon as possible. I'm just trying to get a good backlog going as well.
These creatures, once operating under the guise of thin men, now show their true form. A purely reptilian species.
No reason for them to hide. The aliens don't need an infiltration unit anymore.
Got our first sightings of the Vipers. Vipers are fairly nasty. Just think of them as...
Headed there now.
As worse thin men, basically. They can spit poison, they can spit out their tongue and wrap somebody up, incapacitate them and choke them out.
I can be of better use
Just get all
elsewhere.
spread out Make sure nobody's standing in any of this nasty goo when the next turn starts. I'm going to come up here, go for the flank if possible. Go ahead and overwatch with the rest of everybody else.
I'm on it.
Let's see what the enemy does. Now, they walked into that acid, so that's good for us. They are taking acid damage right now. We just have to make sure we avoid taking any of that damage as we move up to engage them. So NL, come on over here.
Right.
Moving to position.
Looks like that acid has died down a little bit. That's good. Colonel, why don't you come on up? Get ready. Partlow, get on this corner of the rock.
Location.
And Kate, anywhere up top you can go. You can, but you're not going to have great lines of sight on anybody. Could move you all the way up here, but they are like right here. That does not sound like the best idea.
Rolling.
Let's just move you up a little bit and get ready.
Got it covered.
Let's get started.
Moving to Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Now, looks like I may have to go ahead and remove this mod. Might not be ready for prime time. Don't like the fact
Hostile targets in sight.
that all the Advent and aliens are basically killing themselves for me. I mean, I'll take any advantage I can get, but when it's clearly bugging out like this, I don't like to take advantage of something like that. I'll have to apologize once again for any noise you hear in the background. My cat is now currently trying to play with my microphone.
Heading there
Thanks a
now.
lot. Got eyes on 3 people, just this group that's behind us. I would prefer, once again, not to engage both pods at once, if at all possible.
Part of me dreads what I might find down here.
If I could get out of line of sight of that other group
Will do.
while maintaining line of sight of this first pod, we'll be in an overall better situation. Partlow, you're going to have to move, girl. There's not a lot of great places for you to go. You can come tuck yourself right in this corner over here.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Let's get overwatched, and we're going to be going on the next turn.
A lot of time in the woods in a hunt.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be go ahead and removing this mob before we get too much further into the campaign.
I'm going.
As much as it's kind of funny that the aliens are burning themselves in the acid, I mean, we're only talking 3 HP left on this Viper and 4 left on this Stun Lancer. It's not really fair, to
Moving to
say the
designated
least.
position.
Come on up here, use that peek from concealment to get a good location to shoot from. Kate, I'm going to keep your move. Same with you, Colonel. Partlow, you're unlikely to get any action done from where you are, but if you lob a grenade over there, you can start us off, maybe even pick up both kills. Yeah, let's go ahead, Overwatch with me. Partlow, just go ahead, toss this grenade,
Heads down!
pick up the kills. Did destroy a little bit of our loot there.
They have been destroyed! Cover's blown!
I'll chalk that up as a fitting penalty for taking advantage of the situation of the aliens being stupid and burning themselves in acid. So let's go ahead and move back down, get ready for our next pod, which we know is right over here. Don't want to move up too far. Don't want to pop them quite yet. Let's go ahead and Overwatch in case they come out.
So let's get ready to go and do it.
That's a nasty surprise.
So many have already fallen.
It's a very nasty surprise considering I have already used my explosive for my grenadier.
My work is never done.
Was not expecting you to show up.
The chosen assassin is moving near your position. Stay on guard, people.
They're moving around the side!
With each breath, I draw closer.
Nature is calling.
I definitely want to go ahead and hang on to the rest of my explosives for when the chosen gets within range where I can hit her. So let's go ahead and move up in sensible areas. Got a 45% chance to take out the priest. That's a big miss.
Adjusting sights.
Kate, anything you can do from over here?
There now.
Probably not a whole heck of a lot. Good shot.
Target eliminated.
Much better shot than NL. Now, Colonel Sanders, you still are in concealment. Don't want to waste that if I don't have to. Who can you slash? You can slash this trooper, but that'll leave you exposed for that priest. So that's not the best idea I've ever had. Let's just move you up. Part low. Move you to full cover. You'll have a flank. 69.
Target
They
clear.
die as warriors, as great a death as one could hope for.
And if you can hit this shot, that would be great. Nah, you don't have the killer instinct like your wife does.
We're ready. We are ready. You can stop digging.
There is nowhere to run.
Well,
Let's
you're
go.
unlikely to miss if I put you up nice and close, so why don't you go ahead and take the shot. Good shot.
What value do you place on the lives of your enemy?
Closing on target.
Now, my
position
biggest
now.
concern right now is this chosen. I definitely don't want to have her get the jump on me if at all possible. I like to keep everybody relatively close to each other. That way nobody gets knocked out and I have to run back halfway across the map to pick anybody back up. Overwatch isn't going to do me a lot of good, but there could still be more Advent and aliens out there, so I will Overwatch.
Scanning.
And we're ready. We are ready.
The elders grant me their vision, and with it, I am everywhere.
And there
Get
was
a
only
peek over
one
this
place to get.
edge. Nothing down there of interest. Tito, come on
Already
down.
there.
Kate, you're going to have to make up some ground, so come on up. Still have the concealment on Colonel Sanders. And then Partlow, why don't you hop on down? We're likely to have to move over this side of the map to finish off the
Moving to
rest of the
designated
Advent.
coordinates. Come get some. Ah!
Alright, Partlow, you are
You
dazed.
will join your compatriots soon enough. The forces of XCom are legendary for their prowess in battle. Their fabled commander even more so. Today, you face a warrior unlike any you have ever encountered. The one who will be your end.
We've got the chosen in our sights. It's time to take them out.
My reserves are endless, Commander.
We have a soldier down. Get them back on their feet on the double.
We know that Chosen went right back somewhere over here, so we have a good idea of where to go look for her. We got Partlow we need to bring back up. We have this trooper down here. So how are we going to do this? Let's pop Colonel Sanders down here to pick up Partlow.
go right up here and take a look. You're going to have a good time today.
Whoa! What just happened?
Now, she's still disoriented, but she's no longer dazed. And then let's finish up your turn by running up here and making sure we're going to be behind cover when we finish this slash. Kind of a low roll on that damage, unfortunately. Somebody else is going to have to take him out. That may be the job for Tito. Let's see. I can come down here. Have a good flank, but I will be out of cover. Now, the last turn, all it said was Chosen's turn. It did not say anything about Advent or Alien's turn. I do believe that Chosen is the last thing left alive on this map.
On my way.
So, Kate, get eyes. Toss a grenade, get as much damage in as we can. You know it's vulnerable to explosions.
There is no honor in this.
Partlow, you're not going to be doing much, so just go ahead, get behind full cover.
On my way.
NL, you're holding the grenade, which is great. Come on up and toss that. I could have used you to heal Partlow, but I think she's going to be okay.
But if this is what it takes to stop this...
A cowardly strike.
Then yeah, I'm just going to come on down here. I'm going to go for a little bit farther away. Well, cover's not going to matter all that much, in all honesty. So let's get you as close as possible to take this shot.
Move into position.
Against this Chosen, it's not really going to be taking shots per se at us. It's going to be coming up and smacking us with a
What do we
sword.
got here? Enemies down.
And got ourselves a repeater.
I think we're in business.
You cannot escape it. I will end this quickly.
Alright, she tossed a blinding grenade at us. Doesn't seem all that bad, really. NL, why don't you pop up real close, say hi, and shoot her in the face. Six damage, not bad.
You have to do better than that.
I'll have eyes on the Chosen from here. Probably not a
Position
great shot,
confirmed.
though. But it doesn't make sense to Overwatch
not
since she
good.
doesn't trigger
Never
reaction
commit
fire.
to strike unless you are truly ready.
Kate, get up real nice and close
Orders confirmed.
because
On
you're
the move.
blinded. Big miss.
Not good.
Were you actually trained for combat?
I do have a grenade left on Colonel Sanders. Might be able to land it without hitting NL. Let's hope.
Just going to zing right across there.
That it?
Though it pains me to flee from a worthy adversary, the Elders will not allow me to die in this world. We will meet again.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished. We showed the Chosen that the Resistance is here to stay, Commander. Now we just have to find that thing and put it down for good. Great job, Commander. We sent the Chosen back to their masters with a few scars to show for their effort. If they decide to face us again, we'll be ready.
Propaganda never looked so...
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest...
Alright, let's see if we got ourselves any promotions. And we'll get geared up for our next incoming mission, which is
This just
bound to
goes
happen
to show
soon.
that the Chosen are vulnerable and we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
Alright, Partlow, you got a tough choice here. Either demolition, where I can go ahead use additional ammo to damage or destroy an enemy's cover, or suppression, that will limit their aim as well as get a free reaction shot on anybody who moves. Let's go ahead and pick up her suppression. Now, you are a genius, so you do have 14 AP left over. I could take them both. I think I'm going to hold off. I think I'm going to pick up Phantom for you. It's always nice to have additional soldiers with Phantom. That way... Well, I won't be able to get that until I get the training facility built. But I'll keep that in mind and probably pick that up for you. Unless I forget. I am a gunslinger or a sniper. Alright. And then Kate, what are you? Kate is another grenadier. Awesome. And Partlow picked up Fear of the Chosen trait. You're getting a lot of negative traits rolled. I don't like that. It's going to try to get that medical facility built sooner rather than later. Really need to get myself another engineer, though, so I can start working on more than one thing at a time. We do have the black market. Let's ignore that for now. I was working on getting these rookies. Let's pick up the rooks, then we'll go unlock the black market. Maybe they'll have an engineer for sale. Probably not, but maybe.
Our people seem to work well together, Commander.
Fox earned himself a promotion, and so did Ted. Now we can go ahead and locate the Templars. This will have all three of our heroes troops unlocked. There's a moderate risk for a soldier to get wounded on this. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's go ahead and get it while we can. Colonel Sanders, head on out. Then we could send out a soldier who's going to pick up some additional aim. Let's send Melf. Get him some aim. Decent possibility, though, that one of these two are going to be coming back injured. Got our rooks. Two people I don't know, Bob Lawrence and Masaki Fuji. Got that intel. Now I can't start training soldiers or rookies as specific classes. Let's see if there's any specific classes I need to fulfill right now. Got 3 grenadiers, 2 rangers, 2 sharpshooters, 3 specialists. Let's get another ranger. They tend to take more injuries than other troops, at least the way I play.
Your old man would be proud of what we've managed to do here. What you've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me, he knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith in humanity. He knew we could win.
Go ahead and call Kogan and the tube to get them all trained up to become our next ranger. Do have that black site mission still available.
Was your intention to aggravate me further by seeking the aid of those traitorous dogs? Then you have succeeded.
Likely not to tackle that anytime soon. Alright, we've cleared out some debris, got ourselves some supplies. Now we can throw a couple things in here. We can throw the training center or an infirmary. With the way this campaign's been going, the infirmary might not be the worst idea. It does take a long time to build, quite a few supplies. Proving ground does advance the story. Let's grab this infirmary. That way we can start working on getting rid of these negative traits. And I'm going to stick the engineer in there. It's going to decrease the time to build it by 50%, so it should be about 11 days. It's quite a while, but it's alright. It'll be ready before we know it.
Market is open.
Please be an engineer. No, we got a scientist for 95 intel. Rush Advent Stun Lancer Autopsy, not that useful. Rush Plated Armor would be extremely useful, but it's 110 intel, which I just don't have. Nothing I can do right now. What are they interested in buying? Looks like alloys, Illyrium, and chrysalid corpses. Well, I don't have any chrysalid corpses. Maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, I got 2. I'm not selling you alloys or crystals right now. Sorry. Then let's go pick up this intel. We know we're going to want to spend it.
Avenger plotting new course.
These trusting followers of the Resistance have paid the ultimate price for their brazen contempt of the Elders.
Alright, the assassin has clamped down the Resistance activities, reducing this area's supply income. They're going to get 32 less supplies per month from our home starting base.
These Chosen are constantly hunting us to try and recapture you, Commander, and are spreading terror throughout the Resistance as they go. We'll need to pay close attention to each one as they gain more information about our plans. Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Alright, well, things aren't going that great. Gotta clamp down on our supplies. Got the Chosen running amok. But we're getting ourselves a healthy barracks of capable troops going. Let's go ahead, train up one more guy. Let's see who we got. We still got 3 specialists. We can get ourselves another sharpshooter. Generally don't use that many sharpshooters, but it doesn't hurt to train up a soldier. Who wants to be a sharpshooter? Jesse Cox. Let's keep
Priority
scanning.
message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Alright, good report. Stopped retaliation, did a guerrilla ops, the supply raid, contacted a region.
Our friends in the Resistance have shared what they know of these so-called Chosen the Elders have sent after us. It sounds like we should expect these things to actively hunt us until we take them out.
You should only hope that I find you before the others do. They aren't nearly as civil.
Alright, we learned a little bit more about the Chosen than we know about. She's a saboteur, so she can attempt to sabotage the Avenger, and is going through some intense training right now to increase her strength in combat. Both of those not that great. Need to go ahead and counter this if at all possible. No longer suffer from any weaknesses. That'll make the Chosen quite a bit more difficult. I'm not too worried about Left Behind. Hidden event, it's gonna stay hidden. I gotta keep this intel. I gotta spend the intel on more important things. Still don't have enough influence with the Reapers or the Skirmishers to assign anything. Do we want to keep Lightning Strike active? We can get additional loot drops. Would I rather have more loot? Yeah, I think I would rather have the additional loot.
My kind will obey.
We're going to ignore this for now, pick up this intel, and then go grab our supply drop.
If you've got the time, we have a little bit of a situation here that could benefit from your help.
Finally, a mission to go get ourselves another engineer. It's a recover resistance operative. So that means that we are probably going to start with them in our control. And we're going to need to make our way to an exit. Also get some intel. And we know that the assassin controls this region, so there's a possibility she's going to try to interrupt us on this mission.
Setting course for Sector 13, South Africa.
I cut that last episode a little bit short, so we're going to go ahead and do an extended episode this time. We want to make sure we're bringing our Reaper with us because we know that the Chosen might be here. We're also going to bring Macho Man, and we're going to go ahead and create that bomb. They don't need a poster. They know who they are. If Macho Man's available. I didn't even look. Yeah, Macho Man's available. Excellent. Who else are we going to bring? Oh, Robert, you're finally back off of your injury, but once again, don't like that you're going to have -2 mobility in an urban area, and this is likely to be an urban area, so I think you're going to stay at home. NL, why don't you come along as well as your wife? Nah, we don't need 2 grenadiers on the mission. Sorry, Kate, you're going to stay home. We want to make sure we bring ourselves a ranger. Our highest ranked ranger who's available is the Hulkster. Let's bring Sin Victa instead. Sin, anybody you want to be friends with? Malf, NL. Not getting a lot of clear bonds between soldiers, and that's mostly my fault. Now, I can either bring myself a sharpshooter, or I can bring Mox. Let's bring a sharpshooter along. Melf is busy. The other one's being trained, so it looks like it's going to be me. Alright, we want to make sure that we're bringing the flashbang along. So let's make utility items available. Go ahead and grab yourself the better hand cannon. I don't have an upgraded hand cannon? Thought I did. Make weapons available. Got the expanded mag or the repeater. We'll keep you with the expanded mag. You have your upgraded vector rifle. NL, you carrying a decent weapon. Got a repeater on it. Better than nothing. Sin Victa, take the autoloader shotgun. And then me. I think I'm just going to stick with the standard sniper rifle. No use of bolting a repeater on that. Alright, let's get started.
Sky Ranger Menace, ready to deploy.
I realized I could have built myself some armor, stuck it on my Ranger. Might have been a sensible decision. But I think I'm going to run with the grenade
from the
instead.
Resistance. One of their top people was moving near the city center when Advent got suspicious of them. After making a break for it, the VIP holed up in a temporary safe house in the tunnels beneath the city. Advent is still in the area, but we're going in to facilitate the VIP's safe extraction. Keep your eyes open for hostile activity. The Resistance VIP is hiding in the tunnels not far from your position. One of their field operatives is also on site to assist you in the rescue. Firebrand is standing by, but be careful. We'll have limited opportunities to set up a viable extraction point down there.
Alright, so this is a little bit different mission than I thought it was going to be. This we actually have to go get the person that we're going to rescue and then go ahead and take them to the exit. Let's get as much vision as we can. We know this map. We've already had this map before in this campaign.
Solid copy.
So Victa, why don't you come on up?
Position confirmed.
Ooh, you got eyes on somebody. I can't tab away.
Enemy sighted.
A mech and a sectoid bringing up the rear. There is a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now they shouldn't be able to get to Sin Victa to see him this turn. That's good. But I am going to go ahead and bring my sniper. Get him up in a little bit of a better position. We're sniping. NL, why don't you go ahead and make it so they can't see you if they come around that corner.
Commander, remember, no matter how tough things get down here, we can't evac until we complete the mission.
I wasn't planning on it.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Let's get ourselves in as best position as possible to take out this first pod.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Already got a good line of sight with myself. NL, why don't you get yourself full cover? Macho Man, you're not able to see anybody yet. And you're going to be like a last resort kind of shot, Outrider.
My life is in your hands.
There is nowhere to hide.
Don't want to bring out a concealment unless we absolutely have to. Let's go ahead and open up with... Let's do an Overwatch on NL.
I made a reservation for 2 days.
Macho Man will save your grenade in case things get hairy. And Tito, why don't you go ahead and shoot the sectoid in the head.
Need to get a closer look.
Good crit.
It's down. They spotted us.
This is an extremely well-equipped mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
Hit off the armor there. He's run into some friends, most likely. He's probably not just trying to get out of line of sight. So let's go ahead and overwatch. Since he doesn't have line of sight on anybody, he's going to have to come back in and shoot.
Keep the pressure on.
Hey, he's just taking off.
What's making that noise?
Alright, why don't you come up and open up this door, see what you see.
I am to obey. An alien scouting
You can never escape my sight.
Got a purifier, an assault, the mech, and there was something else right here. You able to get a claymore on everybody? No, unfortunately you are not. Not able to get it past this train. Afraid if I bring you in too far, you're going to get spotted. Let's bring you around the rear. There shouldn't be anybody else over here.
Moving out.
You will never hide from me.
And let's just make sure that when we move, we're not moving in a situation where we're going to get spotted. So, Invicta, why don't you go ahead and come this way, then move up to this corner, and that's going to get spotted, so just come right here. Tito, you're in kind of a bad spot, buddy. Come down, come in, here. NL, you can try to go ahead and move up the back way. I think I'm going to want you popping out of this door and shooting something on the next turn, so let's just get you in a decent position for that. And Macho Man, kind of in the same boat that NL is in, could bring you around and then have you pop around this corner the following turn.
On the move.
Just have ready Overwatch. Just NL Overwatch. Alright, none of them moved. So really, Outrider, if you can go ahead, anything you can blow up with your remote start. Nothing that's helpful, unfortunately. I can get a dirty shrapnel in here, or claymore. It'll do 8 damage. And this should pretty much take everything out except for that sectoid. This will be a... as long as you can see it once you've thrown it.
A delicate placement.
You can. So I got to think about, is anybody in a position to pick up any kills on Overwatches from where they're sitting? Unlikely. So let's go ahead and shoot this. And let's go clean up the detritus, if there is any detritus. There's one guy standing over here. Need to get eyes on him before we can shoot. Sinvicta, why don't you run out here with your shotgun and see what you see? Not able to see anything, unfortunately. Alright.
Well, that's confirmed.
Come on up.
Move.
You know what? I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to go back and pick up this loot. If it gets me shot, it gets me shot. An Elerium core and an advanced expanded magazine. That's the kind of loot I'm looking for.
Tech guys will love this. Heading out.
Just pick up as good of defensive positions as we can.
Moving to Overwatch.
I need a few minutes to use the bathroom.
Alright, there was an instant turnover to my turn, meaning that we have wiped off everything off this map that is here to start with. So that means we can set up for the extraction phase. Like to get somebody up in the train up top. Also like to put my sniper up there. No great place to stand, unfortunately.
Move, move, move!
We're going to do the forward scouting. with Dragonova.
I'll be there soon.
And NL will likely be the one who activates her. And Sinvicta, you'll stay ground floor. That way you have a little bit more mobility, able to flank people and kill them. Let's move Tito into a better position for sniping angles. They're likely to be dropping over here, possibly behind us. So let's move you right here.
Moving on target location.
Outrider, I don't want them to drop directly on top of you. They might even drop outside this doorway. So let's move you right here against the doorway. And I'll go ahead and say hi to our new engineer.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for evac. We've got multiple contacts closing on your position. It's an ambush. Hold your ground.
Alright, guys, dropping in right here and right here. So let's move Macho Man over so he'll have clear shots at everybody over on this side. Overwatch. Sinvicta, why don't you post up on this pole?
Position confirmed.
Overwatch. Tito, you're in as good a spot as any. Go ahead and pistol Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
And Outrider, and you're in kind of a bad spot for next turn. Move back here, that way if they try to hide behind this tool chest, you'll have an easy kill. And then Emily, you need to get somewhere safe. Come on up next to Tito. NL, go ahead and Overwatch. Two guys dropping down on the right. Two guys on the left. Should be a kill right here. Alright.
It's still moving. Enemies down.
You just hope for a kill on this turn. Two big misses.
It's still moving.
More guys going to be popping down here next turn. Alright, Macho Man, can you get a flank on this officer? You certainly can. So, want to make sure we take care of this guy first so you're not leaving yourself exposed, though. Victor, why don't you pop over here and shoot this guy in the face?
Orders confirmed. On the move. It's down.
Outrider, anything you could blow up from here? You can blow yourself up. That's not too helpful. Let's go ahead and shoot the trooper in the back of the head.
No compromises.
Your reveal, but that's not a big deal.
I need more ammo.
Emily, you're fine where you are as long as we get this guy killed. So, NL, you can drop right here, or pop right here and shoot him. Five damage, I'll take it. And that means Macho Man, you can hop on down and finish it off.
Kill confirmed.
That means Tito is going to have a clear line of sight on this Overwatch.
Come get some.
And Emily, you should be safe where you are. Just go ahead and hunker down. They're likely to run off to the right because Sinvicta's right here. Or not.
Target down.
I have sight beyond vision.
Need to find some new cover.
Some serious guns.
We'll be able to leave next turn. We just need to hold position for one more turn. So I'm not too worried about it. Sinvicta, 88% likely to have a better odds to shoot him. So let's go ahead and move in for the flank.
To that location. Hostiles pacified.
Tito, you're going to have line of sight to here. So perfect. Go ahead and overwatch.
I'm on it.
Outrider, why don't you go ahead and get back in concealment. That way we can do some dirty flanking if need be. So let's move here on the assumption they're going to run away from the bulk of our troops. Emily, continue to hunker. Then just need to pick positions for NL and for Macho Man. NL could use a reload, but he's not in the greatest position to stand. Yeah, let's reload and overwatch with NL.
I'm better off alone.
And Macho Man, I like your position right where you are. Go ahead and reload and overwatch.
We're clearing to go. Moving to overwatch.
They are unlikely to survive their run when they drop in. Just another couple of troopers. Nothing to worry about. Tito, get the kill. Come on. Nice.
Enemies
I
down.
know where you are.
They got me flanked!
Who are you?
Firebrand is in position for the extraction. Get out of there before things get any worse.
Let's see if Sinvicta comes over here and shoots him. He won't. Yeah, he might be able to get out next turn. So let's do that.
Moving to designated coordinates. Hostile neutralized. No
Is
round.
Emily able to get out this turn? Yes, she is. Perfect. We know these other guys will be dropping over here. We're unlikely to get any good shots on them. So let's just move everybody into the extraction zone. Overwatch from here, just in case anything terrible goes on. Tito, come on down.
Solid copy.
Outrider, come on.
I can
Sinvicta,
cover it.
unfortunately, you're going to be standing here for a little bit. But you should be fine. I would like to evac Emily, though.
Confirmed. Firebrand has the VIP. Time to get the rest of the squad out of there before they get overrun by those damn things.
End our turn, see what they do. Probably just drop in and run. Okay, just two more troopers. Unfortunately, we can't stay here all day.
Picked up a lull in their forces. It looks like they're running out of reinforcements. Let's get moving before that changes.
So Sin, come on over. Let's just get home. It's nice and safe.
But I must leave this place.
All XCom operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
While XCOM's treacherous tactics have resulted in the deaths of many loyal peacekeepers, know that their sacrifice will not be in vain. For our
We did not miss a single shot that entire mission, and we were not fired upon once. That's what I call a very successful mission.
Not a single casualty reported, Commander. I hope all of our deployments go this well.
Let's get the promotions out of the way. Macho Man. Obviously, we're taking Shredder. NL. You can either get Revival Protocol or Haywire Protocol. I love Haywire Protocol. Go ahead and take that. Being able to shut down or take control of an enemy robot is huge. It's one less enemy you're fighting. Sinvicta. Sin, you strike me as a sword kind of guy. Why don't you go ahead and take Blade Master, buddy? Now you're gifted, so it means you're going to get quite a few AP, so we'll be able to piecemeal something good together. And then Tito. Tito, you're just above average intelligence, unfortunately. Lots of D's and F's in school. Why don't you be a traditional sniper? Lyrium Core and Advanced Expanded Magazine.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You can lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
And an engineer. So let's go ahead, put this engineer to work. We could put her in the resistance ring and speed up the covert operations stuff, but let's get her digging. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this episode. I want to thank you all once again for watching. Once again, my name is Tito. Thanks for watching.